I remember I was 10 years old when these trucks first came out. I remember the first time I saw a Cateye Duramax go ripping by me on the street, and I told myself that someday I would have one. I grew up in a really small town. We're talking like 450 people small town. It was tiny. You know, growing up in a small community like that, we were very rural, very farm-based. Being a young kid, I was 13 when this truck would have came out, 13, 14, somewhere in there. I remember the first time I saw a Cateye Silverado, and I was absolutely enamored. I thought it was just the coolest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I love the design. I love the way the headlights pull back kind of in the corners. And I told myself at a really young age, I said, someday I'll own one of those. The Cateye Silverado was always just kind of there. You know, it was always kind of that one that I still wanted, and it just stuck out to me as like, you know, one day I want to own one of those. And so I started truck shopping in December of 2020. And I knew that was what I wanted.
What's going on, guys? I'm Banker, back with another spotlight, and this is going to be the last spotlight on Dustin's 07 LBZ Cateye. Let's go look at it. All right, guys, if you don't know, this is Dustin's Cateye. It is a 2007 Silverado 2500 HD with the Duramax. There's a lot going on here, so bear with me. We'll start with the suspension. For the majority of the lift kit, it's a 4.5-inch BDS. Now, he does have basically every single upgrade you could possibly imagine with the Fox shocks, and then everything Kryptonite makes for these trucks, because quite frankly, if you haven't followed along, this truck is always broken. Literally always. No matter what we do, he breaks something. Anyway, underneath, the reason we have the 4.5-inch BDS is we got these ginormous 24x14 TIS forged wheels, one of one, something or another. He'll be in the comments explaining what this even is. I don't even get it, whatever. Wrapped in a 355/40 R24 Nitto trail grappler. If I remember correctly, these equate out to a like 35.5 by 15.5. So nice square setup, meaty wheels and tires, sticking way out of the fender. It's cool. Now, just because we have a 4.5-inch in here, did not make this fit, right? We have a ton of trimming in the back here, which, to be honest, does absolutely nothing, because at full turn it rubs outside of the fender out here, if you can see where there's no paint. Aside from the rest of the vehicle where there's no paint, that's from the tire rubbing. Up front, we did have the bumper cut, but now he's got this sweet gridiron paint to match bumper up here that he has already scratched the piss out of, because Dustin doesn't know how to take care of things. He just knows I'm giving him shit. It's okay. This is where it gets interesting with all of the additions. So we've got a paint to match grille, some black billet inserts, a billet bow tie, right? Custom headlights built by Performance Auto Lighting. The moisture comes separately. All LED front end here. Now, the gridiron bumper, they hooked us up with this light bar in the front. This is a Speed Demon light bar. You can get these exclusively through Gridiron. And then he's got some Morimoto fogs down here. Like, the kid has like 18 sets of fog lights. I don't even know which ones these are on here right now, to be completely honest with you guys. But they're Morimotos, they say M on them, so I know that much. Let's keep slowly inching our way back on this truck. We've got, I believe, 50% tint on the old windshield here. He put in some cab lights. I'm pretty sure those are off Amazon or eBay. Somewhere cheap, because it's Dustin. Everything Brent owns makes ridiculously loud noises. Everything's loud around here. It's great, it's a great time. Moving past that, cab lights that I told him not to do. We've got some Boost Auto wrong body style tow mirrors that belong on a 14 to 18 Silverado only, and not these Cateyes, but at least he paint to match the caps. ABS vent visors, 20% tint match on the sides, and Dustin's a short little guy, so we got some amp steps, even though this thing is only on a 4-inch lift. We keep coming back here. We got some McGoy's traction bars that are supposed to have face plates, but Dustin's been lazy and hasn't polished the aluminum to be shiny, so he hasn't put them on yet. We got tonneau cover. I believe this is a Pro X15 Truxedo tonneau cover. These are cool because they're cloth, they're not vinyl, so they don't dry out and get gross. They're super cool. I have had them on my truck and I absolutely love them. We have a Banks exhaust on this bad boy. I believe it's 4-inch all the way back and a 3-inch downpipe. These trucks didn't have emissions back in the day, so we didn't have to worry about any of that stuff, and this is all perfectly legal. Looking at you, California. Around the back, we've got some Recon taillights, chrome with the smoked, and a stock bumper because, again, he has a new bumper for it, but he's too lazy to put it on. It'll actually look really cool because it's for a 2014 to 18 Silverado, just like his mirrors are supposed to be. I think he's slowly just transforming this into a newer truck. And then wrapped around with the Gen Y hitch because Dustin's a big tow guy, and that's why he has a diesel, because he likes to tow stuff all over, not just haul office chairs around. He's got some more Banks stuff inside. Do we want to talk about that? He's got like gauge pods because it's a Cateye, and if you don't have gauge pods in your Cateye, you're not a Cateye owner. I think that's everything. It used to have wheel lights, but I told him they'd fall off, and guess what? They fell off, so it doesn't have those anymore. He does have a Black Label rock light kit, but I'm pretty sure he fried the wiring harness, and now they don't even work anyway, so we can talk about them. It has them. I don't think they work. It's a Cateye, folks. It's a 300,000 mile ex-farm truck that looks kind of cool now if you squint. It's mint. But that's about gonna wrap it up. Maybe someday it'll be back and finished and looking cool, but until that day, that's all we got for you on this 2007 LBZ. Like, subscribe, comment, and go check out the website if you need some stuff for your old farm truck. Bye.